quick little grocery store run for mom, and then have a fun time. We talk about everything that's wrong with this thing, and gotta get some fucking gas. Got 10 miles left on this thing, so yeah, let's get some gas, get mom some grocery stuff, and then talk about what we need to fix on this thing. It's great. Wow, so cool. So cool. Is that a GTI? That shit was record-breaking. Fastest time in the world. I absolutely don't like recording in public, so I didn't even make an effort to like record while I was in there. Yeah, we got the stuff though. We got everything. We got everything we need. Saw my sleeping bag in the back and other things. You saw everything we need. So hey, it's a win in my eyes. I'm gonna take that. I'm out of breath. Maybe I'm a little big. So hey, leave me alone. All right, it's not my fault. Back held my awesome car, and then this, slow piece of whatever. It's all right. I think it's cool. Whatever. Fixed it. It's not vertical this time. All right. So we got a bunch of stuff that we have to get done for the Golf. Unfortunately, I'm almost positive it's an axle that's messed up on my car. From what everyone's told me, that's like the best thing we can think of, at least for what it is. It's only like rotational thing that's going on. And from all the people I've talked to, they're like, oh, take apart the axle, look at it, see what's going on, all that kind of stuff. If I'm going that far, I might as well just replace the axle at that point instead of sitting there taking it apart, see if it's broken, and then putting it back on. It's more work than rather than just replacing it. That's the first thing. Okay. Second thing, I don't want to say it's a water pump yet, but I've been losing a little bit of coolant. It is getting a lot colder right now, so maybe it's just in the mornings it's a little low, but it's been losing a little bit of coolant, especially from how much I added in when I got the car back and it had the low coolant issue. I'm still dealing with that, so I'm going to figure out if it's the water pump that's leaking, kind of clean up the area, or if it's leaking anywhere under the car. You can usually check like where the splash guard is or where the mud guard is, or not the mud guard, the skid plate up under the front. You can usually check, and there's just a bunch of like white bird poop looking stuff essentially on that cover right there. That'll kind of tell you if or not it's kind of dripping or splashing. There's some coolant getting there, it's drying up and you're not seeing it, or whatever may be happening. It's so small it happens over time. But that happened a little bit before, and then it stopped happening, and then I got sent to the shop, and now it happened a little more again. So I'm just going to add some more coolant, see if that stops it. And if that doesn't stop it, then we're going to go from there and kind of tackle that one too. On top of the axle, we have more front suspension noise. We have the noise that's coming from, I think it's my front left wheel, at least I'm pretty positive. It's when I'm rolling, I have this like ticking noise that's constantly happening as I'm rolling, as the car is going. And it's like, and it'll like vary in like tapping and speed and all that kind of stuff. But it's when the car's driving. I do have a piece of my like heat shield that I like bottomed out one time when I got smaller wheels for the first time. I bottomed out, and I'm pretty sure I bent the heat shield where like it sticks together and now it's a little open. I think it's just tapping. But the problem is I don't know because it's under the car. So I can't really get 100% answer on if it's either that or if it's something with the axle. It's also making like that high pitched ticking noise. It kind of scares me because some videos that I've seen that people talk about to see an axle problem, that is the high pitched ticking noise they hear. And they're like, if you hear this, it's probably an axle issue. But then it doesn't drive like there's an axle issue. So I don't know. I'm losing my mind over this noise, man. Let me tell you. And then we got a new problem right now, which is when I'm like in reverse, or when I put in reverse and I turn the wheel while the car's not moving like usual. It makes this really deep and like low, like creaking noise. Like it's so weird. I don't know where this happened from. It's almost to the point where I think I've abused my car a little too much with the suspension and the lowering springs, and maybe I have worn out my struts way faster than I was supposed to because I took it autocrossing, I took it to Bremerton, I've done all this stuff, and I've used the car really heavily, so maybe that might be it. Who knows? But that's a new one, and I don't know what that one could be. It's whenever I put it in reverse, or I think I haven't even tried it in drive, but when I put it in reverse and I turn the wheel without driving, it makes that low, deep creaking noise. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it started from. It's mostly on the right passenger side, so I don't know. That one we're going to have to figure out and see what's going on. If anyone has any suggestions of what this stuff could be, please someone tell me. I'm losing my mind over here. Please. And added on top with the coolant thing, there's maybe spark plugs. I haven't done them in a little bit, but the car's been taking a little while to warm up. So that could be spark plugs, or that could be the thermostat, or not thermostat, I just said it like 30 seconds ago. Oh my God. Water pump. Yeah, the water pump. I knew it. That could be signs from the water pump, or it could be my spark plugs. One of the two. Now I'll get that figured out when we get that figured out. But So far, that's really the only main things we need to tackle. Other than that, the car runs fine. The car's been doing great. I need to just do some basic maintenance, kind of touch upon it. I need to do a carbon cleaning. It's like it says recommended 40K, but I've heard people do it way, way, way later. You don't really need to worry about it too much, but I've heard it's recommended to get it done then. So I gotta look at getting that done soon, but it's pretty expensive, and there's one place that people trust around here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do too much about that. But those are the main couple things I'm going to focus on and really got to get taken care of soon, because I think that clunking noise is going to turn really bad one day, and I don't want to be driving on the freeway, merge over to the right, and that wheel goes out from under me or something happens or something gets broken and it turns stupid expensive versus kind of expensive. So that's everything that's broken on the Golf right now. If you have any idea what half this stuff could be, really appreciate that if any have had the same issues before. But that's everything that needs to get taken care of right now. Everything for this is secondary and going to get put off for a little bit, because some of the stuff's making me a little bit worried to drive the car. I don't want the car to break on me halfway down the freeway or whatever may be going on. But yeah, other than that, I'll catch you guys next one. Adios.